Welcome back to AI Reviews. Like always, I am your host, Lee. Today we are having an AI review Captain America. Brave New World 4 times, ranging from loving it to hating it. The fourth installment in the Captain America franchise, or the 35th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like many, I am largely indifferent to the MCU. I'm not familiar with the works of the director or the writers with the exception of one episode of Moon Knight, so I can't say what I am expecting. But let's see what the AI thinks.
Captain America. Brave New World sweeps into theaters with a fresh energy and depth that redefines what it means to wear the star-spangled uniform. Directed by Julius Ona, this chapter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe not only entertains but resonates on a deeper emotional level, showcasing Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson as he truly grows into his role as Captain America. From the get-go, Brave New World takes us on a whirlwind of international intrigue and personal challenges that test Wilson's resolve and his understanding of what it means to be a hero. Mackie delivers a powerhouse performance, balancing vulnerability with steely determination, embodying the spirit of a man who understands the weight of his shield and the expectations that come with it. The plot thickens with the return of familiar faces and new alliances. Harrison Ford's portrayal of President Thaddeus "Thunderbolt" Ross brings a nuanced complexity to the role, offering a mix of stern authority and unexpected depth. His interactions with Mackie are charged with an electric tension that speaks volumes of their complicated relationship, enriching the film's narrative. Danny Ramirez, reprising his role as Joaquin Torres, now the new Falcon, brings a youthful vibrancy and earnestness that complements Mackie's seasoned hero. His evolution from a supportive sidekick to a full-fledged partner is handled with a graceful narrative arc that fans will surely appreciate. The dynamics between the old and new guard are explored thoughtfully, providing a refreshing take on mentorship and legacy within the superhero realm. The screenplay by Malcolm Spellman and Dallin Musson weaves these complex relationships with a skillful touch, ensuring that each character's journey is both individual and interwoven with the larger MCU tapestry. The dialogues are sharp, witty, and often laden with a deeper meaning that reflects the characters' histories and future aspirations. Visually, the film is a marvel. The action sequences are choreographed with an exhilarating precision that Ona's direction elevates, making every fight scene not just a spectacle but a pivotal part of the story. Cinematography captures the essence of each location, from bustling cityscapes to tense, clandestine meetings, framing the high-stakes drama with an eye that speaks to comic book and action fans alike. In conclusion, Captain America, Brave New World, is more than just a superhero movie. It's a thoughtful, action-packed exploration of leadership, legacy, and what it truly takes to be called a hero. Mackie's Captain America does not just fight. He inspires, making this film a standout in the ever-expanding Marvel universe. It reminds us that behind the shield, there is always a heart ready to defend, challenge, and embrace its destiny. This film didn't just entertain me. It made me feel a renewed hope for the kind of heroes we look up to, both on the screen and in our lives.
Captain America, Brave New World, marks an ambitious continuation of Sam Wilson's journey as the titular hero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Directed by Julius Ona, the film attempts to navigate complex themes of legacy and leadership through a narrative enriched with political intrigue and personal trials. While Anthony Mackie delivers a commanding performance as Captain America, the film exhibits a blend of strengths and shortcomings that merit a detailed examination. On the directorial front, Ona's vision for Brave New World is grandiose, aiming to layer a superhero narrative with deeper political and social commentary. His handling of action sequences is proficient, showcasing a keen eye for dynamic, impactful scenes that effectively utilize the film's considerable budget. However, where Ona's direction falters is in the pacing. The film struggles to maintain a consistent rhythm, occasionally losing its narrative momentum in a mire of subplots that detract rather than add to the central story. This inconsistency is particularly evident in the middle act, where the film's pace stutters in an attempt to flesh out numerous secondary characters. Cinematography, helmed by a talented director of photography, brings a visual polish that is undeniably striking. The use of vibrant colors and detailed panoramic shots adds a layer of aesthetic appeal to the film. Yet, it is in the service of a script that often bites off more than it can chew. Written by Malcolm Spellman and Dallin Musson, the screenplay ambitiously weaves together multiple narrative threads, but at times does so at the expense of clarity and cohesion. The dialogue, intended to resonate with depth and wit, occasionally comes across as forced, particularly in scenes meant to underscore Sam Wilson's leadership challenges. Anthony Mackie's portrayal of Sam Wilson is undoubtedly a highlight. He brings a nuanced depth to the role, effectively balancing the hero's charisma with vulnerability. His evolution from soldier to leader is portrayed with a compelling gravitas that anchors the film. However, the development of his character is sometimes overshadowed by the film's broader ambitions to set up future MCU storylines, which can feel like a disservice to his first solo outing as Captain America. Supporting performances, from Harrison Ford's Thaddeus Ross to Danny Ramirez's New Falcon, add significant star power and are generally well executed. Ford, in particular, brings a formidable presence to his role, though the character's transformation into a political figure sometimes feels more like a plot device than a fully realized arc. The film's attempt to integrate so many characters into Wilson's story occasionally leads to scenes that feel overcrowded and underexplored. In conclusion, Captain America: Brave New World serves as a visually stunning, action-packed addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, though not without its flaws. The film excels in spectacle and performance but is hampered by pacing issues and a script that struggles to balance its narrative ambitions. It is a commendable effort that showcases Sam Wilson's potential as Captain America but leaves room for improvement in storytelling finesse.
Captain America: Brave New World steps into the expansive Marvel Cinematic Universe spotlight, helmed by director Julius Onah and featuring Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, the new Captain America. While the film introduces ambitious elements aimed at evolving the Captain America saga, it encounters significant hurdles in narrative execution and thematic depth, warranting a thorough critique. One of the primary issues in Brave New World lies in its direction. Onah, despite a visually appealing approach, struggles to maintain a consistent tone throughout the film. The ambitious attempt to blend deep political intrigue with personal heroism results in a disjointed experience that neither fully realizes its potential in action nor in emotional resonance. The film's pacing exacerbates this issue, with critical moments rushed and less impactful scenes lingering, disrupting the overall flow and diminishing the urgency of Wilson's journey. The screenplay, crafted by Malcolm Spellman and Dallin Musson, also falls short of expectations. It ambitiously tries to tackle themes of legacy, leadership, and moral complexity, but often veers into overt exposition. Dialogue intended to convey deep convictions or philosophical stances sometimes sounds unnatural, pulling the audience away from immersion and leaving character motivations feeling forced rather than organically developed. Cinematography, while generally a strong point in the film with its dynamic and vibrant presentation, occasionally clashes with the narrative. In trying to emphasize the spectacle, certain scenes prioritize visual flair over clarity, making key action sequences confusing and hard to follow. This stylistic choice, although visually compelling, sometimes detracts from the coherence of the story, particularly during crucial confrontations that should instead focus on character dynamics and plot progression. Anthony Mackie's performance as Sam Wilson is a highlight, bringing depth and authenticity to the role. However, his character development is often overshadowed by the film's sprawling focus on setting up future MCU storylines. This lack of focus results in a narrative that feels overcrowded and underdeveloped, where even strong performances cannot salvage the emotional impact diminished by the screenplay's deficiencies. Supporting characters, despite being portrayed by capable actors like Harrison Ford and Danny Ramirez, suffer from similar issues. Their potential impact is diluted by a script that spreads itself too thin across multiple subplots, reducing their roles to mere stepping stones for Wilson's development or plot devices rather than fully realized individuals with compelling arcs. In conclusion, Captain America: Brave New World serves as a visually striking yet narratively uneven entry into the MCU. The film struggles with its ambitious scope, failing to seamlessly integrate its themes with the action-packed expectations of a superhero film. While it sets the stage for future developments within the MCU, it does so at the expense of a coherent and emotionally engaging story. For a franchise known for its ability to blend spectacular action with deep storytelling, this chapter feels like a missed opportunity to truly redefine what a Captain America movie can be.
Captain America:
Brave New World, directed by Julius Ona and featuring Anthony Mackie stepping into the big boots of Captain America, is a film that not only fails to meet the monumental expectations set by its predecessors but also struggles to find its own identity in the sprawling Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's a hodgepodge of missed opportunities, undercooked ideas, and lackluster execution that leaves one wondering if the mantle of Captain America deserved better. Firstly, the direction by Julius Ona is lackluster at best. His attempt to weave a complex narrative that blends political intrigue with superhero action is so poorly handled that it makes you miss the thematic coherence usually seen in MCU films. Ona's lack of experience in handling big tentpole movies is glaringly obvious here as he fails to balance the multiple story arcs effectively, leaving the film feeling fragmented and directionless. The screenplay by Malcolm Spellman and Dallin Musson does no favors either. It is bogged down by convoluted plot lines and trite dialogues that sound like they were lifted from a second-rate action flick rather than a major Marvel blockbuster. The writers seem to have forgotten that at the heart of Captain America's appeal is not just his superhuman strength but his unwavering moral compass, which gets lost in the script's murky waters. Anthony Mackie, while a talented actor, is given so little of substance to work with that his portrayal of Sam Wilson feels like a caricature of a hero rather than a fully fleshed-out character. The film desperately tries to remind us of his heroism through on-the-nose dialogue and contrived situations rather than through the organic character development that fans deserved. The supporting cast, including Harrison Ford and Danny Ramirez, are wasted in roles that are as underdeveloped as they are forgettable. Ford's character, in particular, is a major disappointment. His portrayal of President Thaddeus Ross lacks the nuance and complexity one might expect from such a seasoned actor, reduced instead to a one-dimensional antagonist with unclear motivations. Cinematography and special effects, usually a saving grace in such films, do little to uplift the narrative. While there are a few visually striking scenes, they are too few and far between, and often feel disconnected from the story. The action sequences are chaotic, lacking the elegance and excitement that fans have come to expect from the franchise. In conclusion, Captain America: Brave New World is a dismal addition to the MCU, a film that seems to have forgotten what made Captain America a symbol of heroism and integrity. It's a film that tries too hard to be everything and ends up being nothing. It's not just a step back for the franchise, but a leap backwards, proving that a shiny shield and a few quips are not enough to save a film that lacks soul, purpose, and a competent direction.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment for more content like this, and the real review after it comes out. I tend to have at least 2 videos out per week. AI reviews like this or real reviews depending on releases. Until next time.